Come here, guys. Under general ledger accounting, the first one is chart of accounts. Here, chart of accounts means sum of accounts. What is the meaning of the word chart of account? It is nothing but sum of accounts. Why you use the accounts? To record day-to-day business transaction. To record day-to-day business transactions. So, chart of accounts is categorized into three types: operational chart of account, group chart of account, and country specific chart of account. Operational chart of account is used to record day-to-day business transaction. The accounts which are required to record day-to-day business transaction at company code level. Group chart of account. The accounts which are required to record day-to-day business transaction at company level. Country specific chart of account which are required to record day-to-day business transaction at a specified country level. Here, all trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet. So there, let us take example. Under fixed asset, what we are having: land and building, plant and machinery, goodwill, patent, trademark. Under current asset, cash in hand, cash at bank, debt outs. Under current liability, under share capital, we are having equity share capital, preference share capital. Under long-term liabilities, secure loans, unsecured loans, debentures. Under current liability, outstanding expenses, creditors, etc. So here, if you see, when I'm using the word under fixed asset, means the fixed asset group having the accounts which are with a similar nature and similar character. All those accounts we club together. Now we're calling by name account group. Example: share capital, current asset, current liability, expense, incomes, and etc. Here we're having two types of expenses: operational expense, non-operational expense. Operational expenses are nothing but the expenses which are directly related to the primary business of the organization, as per what we specified in certificate of incorporation, memorandum of association, and article of association. Other than primary business, whatever the expense we incur, all those expenses we consider under non-operational expenses. Okay, retained earnings are nothing but the profit or loss which we carry forward from the last year to the next year. All profit and loss account. As per profit and loss account, the profit which we get, okay, we give it as net profit or not net loss. The same thing when you apply financial management, we call EBIT, earning before interest and tax. In EBIT, we deduct interest, the balance would get earning before tax. From the EBT, deduct tax like dividend distribution tax and all. Then we'll get EAT, earning after tax. This EAT belongs to whom? Our equity shareholders. EAT belongs to equity shareholders. Some amount we keep as reserve. Some amount we give as dividend. Some amount we keep as reserve and some amount we keep as dividend. The amount which you give as reserve, which you keep as reserve, okay, it is used to see future risk and loss, which is used for future risk and losses. Okay, next, ledger. In chart of accounts, we maintain the accounts. In the ledger, we follow the rules and regulation. Okay, in chart of account, you maintain the accounts. In ledger, here the important point is rules and regulation. So if you, by following incorporated country rules and regulation, if you prepare financial statements, we call leading ledger. Other than incorporated countries rules and regulation, whatever, okay, other than incorporated country rules and regulation, if you does a business in any country by following the particular country rules and regulation, whatever the books of accounts you maintain, we call non-leading ledger. In extra of this leading and non-leading, if you maintain any, if you follow any rules and regulation, by following it, if you maintain any books of accounts, we call it as extension ledger. Here, in trading account, we consider purchases GL account, and under cost sheet, we consider purchases to get the prime cost. So single purchase account, you considering both in financial accounting as well as cost accounting. So, in order to generate based on character different reports, we classify GL account for document splitting. Next, guys, here we can create GL account at company level, at chart of account level. If you create at company level, okay, you cannot give the name. If you create with a chart of account level, you cannot control. So that is the reason we'll go with the central. While we make configuration, you guys will get better understanding with this. Okay, don't get confusions right now. Now directly come to types of documents. Here, first one is parking document. Usually, end user creates a document, and the particular document end user sends for the approval. Once he get the consent approval for the particular document, he will post in the company code. So we usually store this document to get the approval. We use SA GL document number range number, that is 01. Those kind of documents, simply you can say approval documents comes under the category of parking document. For some documents, okay, you require approval. Those documents are nothing but parking documents. Please keep in your mind. Next, holding document. Due to meeting, power failure, system crash, or any reason, end user creates a document aside. He will not wait here for anybody's approval. He just stores aside. Once the particular meeting is complete or system crash or power failure is uh, solved, he posts directly into company code without waiting anybody's approval. Yeah. And we store this document by giving temporary number. Parking document we store under SCA GL document number range number. Holding document we store by giving temporary document number. In the case of repeatedly happening transactions, we are having two documents: sample document, recurring document. The document which we can predict future due date and amount, those documents are recurring documents. Those documents are recurring document. And for some documents which we cannot predict the future due date and amount, even though it is repeatedly happening transaction, we call sample document. To store recurring document, we use number range document number range number x1. To store sample document, we use document number range number x2. These are the four different types of documents: parking, holding, sample, recurring. Next, if you does any mistake, in order to correct, you has to you has to do the reversal of posting. In SAP, you cannot delete a transactional data. So in order to correct the reversal post, in order to correct wrongly posted transaction, we usually do the reversal. We are having three types of reversal: individual, mass, reversal of reversal. Individual reversal we use to correct only single wrongly posted transaction. If you are posted more than one wrongly, you can correct through mass reversal. In individual reversal and mass reversal, if you posted wrongly, you can correct through reversal of reversal. I would generally call it as inverse posting. Next, under month-end provision, we're having two things: open item management and accrual deferral method. Open item management is used, it is nothing but management of outstanding. Open item management is nothing but management of outstanding. Eh, How you can manage the outstanding? By paying them. Standard here, in order to make payment, we are having three methods: standard clearing, partial clearing, residual clearing. Standard clearing is used to make full payment. Usually, to create outstanding invoice, the journal entry is expense account data to outstanding expense. To clear, the journal entry will be outstanding expense account data to bank. To rise, use F-02 to clear F-07. In the case of part payment, we are having two methods. In the case of part payments, we are having two methods: partial clearing, residual clearing. In the case of partial clearing, all the transactions will be at one place. Just imagine if you want to pay 100 rupees, but you paid 80. What is the open item, outstanding item? 20. All the transactions will be at single place. But in the case of residual clearing, please listen carefully. Interviewer will focus on what is the difference between partial and residual. Here, in the case of partial clearing, there will be only one single invoice. But in the case of residual, just imagine you want to pay 100, but how much you will pay? 90. What will be the outstanding? 10. So here, original 100 will be shown as cleared. Uh, Actually, how much you paid? 90. But original invoice is getting closed. After part payment, what is left? 10 rupees. It will be shown as open. Here, there will be two invoices. Original outstanding will be shown as cleared. After part payment, what is left? The particular balance will be shown as open. Is it clear? Now, accrual deferral method.
I have one question.
What am I?
Am I audible?
Yeah, perfectly.
Uh, if the residual in if we pay 90, then
Mm.
how come the 100 will be cleared? Like it will be remain uncleared, no?
Yeah, 10 is nothing but outstanding only, no?
The
Here, what is
10,
happening?
no, I'm talking about the 100. It will how it come will be cleared if we pay only 90.
Yeah, here in this particular case, 90 is showing as cleared. Here 100, here what is happening? Actually you're paying 100, how much you wants to pay 100, but how much you're paying 90. What is the
90.
balance? 10 rupees, right?
10. Yes.
Here what it is showing, 100 it is showing as cleared,
How?
and 10 is, again the system is generating second invoice number 2 as open outstanding. Impact is same, right? Just imagine, Amma, you wants to give me 100 rupees. Okay, you paid me
Yeah.
90 rupees. How much you wants to pay?
100.
10. You wants to, or is here you wants to pay me 100, but you paid me only 90. What was the balance?
So that,
10.
if I understand it correctly, it is like the last installment, right?
Oh, but here again come back. Here this particular, all that here in this case, in the case of partial clearing, all the transaction at a single place. So here you can know what the transaction is happened and what the balance in detail way. This particular partial clearing is used for vendors and customers, because if you will not maintain exact books of accounts, okay, you will not below your organization. Here particular residual clearing is used for branch, okay, for the branch transactions or intercompany transactions, because they require adjustments only. Is it clear?
Yes.
Next, come here. Accrual or deferral method. Here, the best example, accrual is the accrual method. The best example is your salary.
Hello.
Your employer will not pay for day to day the work what you done. What he will do? He will make adjustment till the month end. Yeah, Lakan, what is your doubt?
I am audible now or not? Hello.
What, Lakan?
I am saying that for I am not clear as usual. Residual.
1
Hello.
minute. Okay, now what is your doubt, Lakan? Repeat.
This is, I am not clear on residual.
You're not clear in residual.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the 100 will be showing the outstanding amount, right?
No, no, no. 100 is showing as cleared. Okay, we
After
use the same example. Okay,
what is
one
100?
second. You wants to pay 100 rupees to the supplier. Just imagine how much you wants to pay to your
Just
supplier.
imagine,
100 rupees.
just imagine, no, 1 minute.
One
Just
second.
imagine 100, but not outstanding amount.
Okay. Here in this case, 100 rupees. Just imagine you wants to make payment to the outsider. He might be supplier or the customer, whatever it might be. How much you
It
want?
means not, but not on the base outstanding amount, right?
Here,
Just
ma, yeah. Here you wants to make payment for the outstanding 100 rupees. So while you clearing, you will select a standard partial residual. What we said, these methods are used to uh, make a clearing of outstanding. So that is the reason we are using the word outstanding management. How you will manage? By paying them. You can pay. full amount. If you make full payment, we calling standard clearing. For part payment, we're having two methods: partial and residual. Just imagine what I told you. If you wants to make 100 rupees payment to the outstanding, okay, you paid only 80. What is the balance? 20. All the transactions will be at a single place in the single invoice. Here, in the case of residual, you wants to make payment 100 rupees, but how much you paid? 80. What is the outstanding balance? 20. Here, actually you paid 80, but system will show 100 as cleared, and again system will generate new invoice 20 as open, that is outstanding. The final impact will be the same, right?
But
Yes
for
or no?
outstanding balance, the system generated will be the new invoices.
What? Here, actually you wants to pay 100, but you paid in your hand only having 80. What was the balance you required to pay? What you
20.
required to pay? 20. So here, actually, when you made 80 payment, okay, the balance is 20. If you add 80 plus 20, it will be 100 only, no? So that is the reason system is showing 100 as cleared, and for 20 again generating second invoice as outstanding, that is open. In SAP, wherever we use a word for outstanding, we has to use
But
word open item or open.
my question
Okay,
regarding to remaining 20 balance, how can set off the balance for 20?
we will show, you in the invoice. Okay, while we raise a entry.
Just you are saying that you generate the for 20 rupees new invoice generated by system, right? But
Yes.
earlier invoice is not paid by 20. This is should we show the outstanding amount for that?
Yeah, it is 20 you wants to pay, right? Remaining balance. It is outstanding only, na?
Yeah,
You paid only
but
80. The balance
you
you
are saying that the system that you generated a new invoice for 20 as a outstanding balance for earlier
here
invoices.
100 is just imagine. Not imagine, just come here. 100 is cleared. 100 minus 20. What is that balance? 80 only, na? Yes or no? Here in the first invoice system, what it is doing?
But
It- 100 it is showing as
you are
100 is showing as cleared, and 20 is outstanding. The impact is 80 is the balance what you paid. So in this case, for 100, it is generating one invoice. For outstanding, 20, it is generating second invoice. It is not taking care about the 80. Is it clear?
I think this is practical basis will be clear.
Now, again, come to accrual deferral method. The best example is your salary. So, the employer adjusts day to day expenses and he will pay at the end. So, while you make adjustment, the entry will be expense account data to outstanding expense. And while it is cleared, outstanding expense account data to bank. So the final entry it is nothing but expense to bank. While we make configurations, you guys will get a better idea, ma. Okay, no need to worry about it. I'm sharing this file. everyone can download this file.